Welcome. Learn to use the Gogo Dash Activations app to associate customers and equipment to an aircraft and complete the service activations process. Navigate to dash.gogoair.com. Upon login, you'll see tiles representing the applications that are available to you. It might be only one or two, depending on your role. Note the Dash logo in the upper left corner. This is a button available on every screen of all the apps, and it will bring you back to this page. Click Activations to begin. In this video, the workflow we demonstrate applies to 3 activation scenarios: upgrade from classic ATG to an AVANCE system, add 5G services to an existing AVANCE L5 system, and completely new installation including 5G services. On the Activations homepage, you'll see all the activations that are in progress, as well as those that have already been delivered from your facility. You can sort each column, filter results, or simply search for a tail number. Click Start New Activation to begin the activation process. Search by tail number, or use the link to switch to searching by make, model, and serial number. Upon finding the aircraft, click Confirm Aircraft. You will then be able to view the equipment screen. If the aircraft has previously installed equipment that is being replaced, Gogo's back-office system automatically deactivates the old equipment on the aircraft once you complete the activation request for the new equipment you're installing now. Now type the serial number of the first piece of equipment you're going to add and click Add Equipment. We recommend you start with the LRU. The equipment you selected will now populate the Added Equipment section. Note red text informing you of additional required equipment. For example, adding an AVANCE L5 LRU requires that you also add an ACM. For 5G services, enter the serial number and click Add Equipment again to add the X3. If adding the X3, an MB13 antenna package is also required. Repeat the process with equipment serial numbers. If an AVANCE L5 LRU is already installed on this aircraft, but it is not LTE enabled, you'll see this message in red. Follow the instructions for contacting Gogo to initiate a box swap. However, if your existing AVANCE L5 is already LTE enabled, just start by adding the X3 and MB13 antenna package. Use the Add Non-Gogo SBB button and follow the same process if you're adding non-Gogo Swift broadband equipment. When you add non-Gogo SBB equipment, you will be prompted to enter equipment make and model for the SBB equipment and associated antennas, as well as the associated IMSI for the LRU. When you have finished adding equipment, click Confirm Equipment. Now you'll see the install summary where you can double-check the aircraft and equipment to make sure everything is in order. Provide contact information for the installer, add any messages for the Gogo Activations team, and select the expected delivery date. When everything is ready, click Request Activation. You'll return to the home screen where you can see the activation status of the aircraft. Note that it now shows Pending Activation. Once the activation has been submitted, Gogo's goal is to process your request within 24 business hours, or 3 business days. If you submitted your request during business hours, turnaround often occurs the same day. These requests are not handled at night or on weekends. After you receive an email notifying you that the aircraft has been activated for test, return to Dash Activations and search for the tail. Once Gogo has processed your activation request, you'll see the status for the parts on that aircraft is marked Activated for Test. Your team can now test the installation in preparation for delivery. After you have completed testing and you're ready to deliver the aircraft, click its tail number to review a summary of its status in the installation dashboard. Click Update Install Details if you need to edit contact information for the installer, make any changes needed, and click Update. When you're ready, click Ready to Deliver, and then click Confirm. You will now be asked to provide customer information. Fill in the contact information for the person who will be responsible for signing the SSA, or Subscriber Services Agreement. When you are finished, click Confirm Ready to Deliver. You'll land on a status page showing a summary of all the information you've entered. Your final step is to select a delivery date using the calendar drop-down. Please note that you will be billed for all usage up to and including your stated delivery date. Some dealers choose to select the day before delivery to ensure they do not get charged for customer use. Click Deliver Aircraft to complete the process. If you need to adjust the delivery date after activating for test but before transferring the aircraft to the customer, you can return to this screen to change the date. Again, click Deliver Aircraft to complete the process. Gogo will be informed that the new equipment has been activated on the aircraft and will follow up with the customer to get the SSA completed. You'll now see that the equipment and aircraft are marked Delivered on the fleet screen. You're finished with the activations process.